AKA Patters. What's up? We're live. We're drawing Distant Thunder, and I literally just sat down. I set everything up, and then sometimes things happen over here, so you gotta run. You deal with that, and then you gotta run back. That's where we are right now. But we're drawing Distant Thunder. If you're not familiar with Grok comics, Distant Distant Thunder is right here. The book is at $536. It's at a $500 flex goal. It needs to pop. It's got 19 backers, 16 days left. We got to do something about this. Bill, he's a great guy. I do a lot of his graphic design work. Actually, I think if you bought any book from him in the last 2 years, it's my graphic design on his covers. 10 campaigns, all fulfilled. So I don't know. Like, I want to do something about this. I think Bill is he's in this thread of independent comics, but what he does relatively is DC comics in the boom era of the 80s, 80s DC, really 80s, 1985 to 1988, because some books are going to overlap. Those years, it's as good of a comic book run as a company that anyone has ever had. He does a lot of these books that emulate, that kind of speak to DC Comics. They're filled with heroes, parables. We have good versus evil. I hate to say it, AKA Patters, but what Bill does here, it's a lot of things that we do not see in modern comics anymore. And it's important. This right here, we're doing this just as a promo. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee of this being used, just doing anything, going anywhere. We're simply drawing this character. We can say he's a Superman archetype. We can say that he's a Shazam archetype. But he's a big, awesome dude. If you're familiar with Icon for Milestone, he's a big dude. He evokes the Mane of Steel. And he's a lightning wielding fool, right? I mean, he really is. He's like a Shazam. But we're going to work on him a little bit here. We're going to make him beat up. Like we're going to make it in a way that people feel sorry for this guy. Like people just get a little upset when they see how bad of a day this guy's having right now. But some of it too is, we draw our heroes broken and disheveled, but because we know that they're heroes, right? We're not too concerned with it because we know they're going to win. They're going to come back and they're going to win the day. And how wild is that? That's a subconscious thing that happens when we see a superhero. Now, full disclosure, I am not happy with the character design here. I don't know why, but I just know if I was designing a character, if Bill out there got in touch with the AKA Pad Army for some new hotness design work. I would have found a way to incorporate the lightning bolt in such an interesting way that it would have invoked a groundbreaking approach. But the lightning bolt here is along the right chest, the right pec. And it's like right here. And I don't know why. I really don't. But we're going to make this kind of like energized on its own. Now, some of these types, these streams, we'll call them, right? We're going to, in the future and very soon, we're going to experiment because if you guys are familiar with Rogue, I think it's called Rogue. Dave's the guy behind that book. And cheers to anyone that's in my DMs that goes back and forth with me. Get yourself some coffee, by the way. But no, so Rogue is another one of these independent titles. I think it's 150 pages, black and white. Looks a lot like American anime. But anyway, and so Dave and I have been like going back and forth and just unsuccessfully just trying to get something going for a promo for his book. And it's tough. Every time I research that book, it's like I'm getting different links for the crowdfunding. I really feel like when people crowdfund, you have to pick one network, and you can't divide your audience. And it just as a business, it just makes it seem like you're just confusing things because like different sites and sources or networks or platforms, right? Like they're all going to take different rates. And I just think, just business wise, starting out, it's smarter to just pick one. But anyway, so I was like back and forth with him for a little bit, and I know his campaigns have ended, but I still want to do something with him, and I kind of got the idea to talk to the creator as I draw their creation, right? The Nick. What's up, dude? Sorry, Nick. I'm just like meandering here. We're working on Nick. If you're not familiar, we're working on Distant Thunder right here. It's available on Indiegogo. Bill Rupp, the publisher, Grok Comics is a absolute legit comic book universe, guys. It's a lot of fun. It does it calls back to DC Comics, 1986, 1987. And I support Bill. I support Bill with sweat equity, as they call it. Now, I don't have any claims to his books or material, but it's sweat equity. Meaning I put a lot of effort in what he's doing because, I do feel like Bill is the type of publisher and creator that deserves as much attention as often and regular as possible. And he's just having, he's just someone from early on, kind of when I got back to drawing and I discovered some of these networks out there. Bill, always a highlight. Like always, always, always. Still that. Unknown 88. What is up? I love that. Look, real quick, Unknown 88. Let me, I'm just grabbing a spare paper here. What do we need here? I just want to do this. I need a spare piece of paper. Unknown, stick with me for a couple seconds if you can. Where I have no spare pieces of paper around me. Unknown 88 people, I love like the U because it's kind of like if we do this, right? It's kind of like it works so well just as a design. Like U88 or like that. Unknown, I saw that and my brain like exploded, dude. Hold up, guys. Let me do you guys mind? We're going to do some quick design work here. Let's do something like let's analyze. Let's just get into what makes like a logo. Like how can we make a logo click? We're going to use some Five Below markers here. And let's just get, here we go. We'll work on Distant Thunder. Troll Heyman, oh my God, good to see you, buddy. Hey. Cheers. Troll, that is the effing comment of the century. I'm going to my one like party boy group, we'll call it. I'm taking a picture of that. I'm going to send that to one of my group chats, Troll. So what we were going to do is just do like a quick study of Unknown 88 here. Because I just want to like explore that. So we have 88, right? And I kind of like saw this. Like that. And this is like, we can call this like logo design 101 or whatever. But let's just kind of see. Like let's explore. Like I want to kind of see where the negative spots are going to hit here. See, like this. We can kind of get cool with the U, right? Like, isn't that cool, guys? So, like, right here, like, let's just kind of... I'm trying to do as little marker work as possible because I don't know how much these are going to bleed. And Unknown, dude, if you want this, you can take it. Or if you want the... I don't know, like, is that branded? Like, I feel like you should. But if you want a logo, dude, like, I'm so excited just to do this right now because I just think it's such a good idea. See, this is why you come to these streams, right? Because you never know what's going to happen. So let's just do this. And we might do like I don't want to do like a bevel effect. But let's just kind of hold up here. Chuck Lee. What is up? Hold up, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just getting in my excited mood here. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, kind of. I'm just trying to imagine, like, what some of the texture for the U would be, and I'm not having success. But kind of like, I don't know, like maybe something like that. But I do want to work. I definitely want to complete this. And then like here we would kind of, let's see, do we have enough white out in this? Let's see here. Like I would almost like render it like texture wise, something to where it looked like it would have like a level of contrast. Like it would look maybe beveled, but maybe bubbled, like at the same time. But something like that. Like I just think that's such a brainable image. It's almost like iconic. This is what happened, guys, when you're souped up on coffee. By the way, but yeah, and let's just add like a little bit of a shadow. Something like that, you know, like boom. But you know, like that looks like a V, right? So we would have to we gotta get back to rounding this. So let's just round this. We can't have that pointed. I just caught that. But here we go, guys. Unknown 88 right here, right now. And I lost my cap. Let me know if you guys see the cap for this Presto. Back to drawing. Guys, I'm gonna work on this. So I'll update this on YouTube and or Twitter, probably both. Let's just here it is. Found the cap, guys. Found the cap. All right. We're drawing Distant Thunder. We're making him look as cool as mother effing possible because that's our job when we're drawing. If you're not trying to make something look cool, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, Chuck, I print my own comic boards. I print them all. I like for example, I just get blank bristle board that fits through my printer, and I print them myself. Yeah, you know how, dude. World War Hulk is. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm against WW Hulk. I just at that point though, I was so I. I don't want to say what's the timing of WW Hulk is right. It's like House of M, and then it's right. Then it's the Dark Reign and WW Hulk, or it's WW Hulk, House of M, and then because the Hulk for House of M, doesn't he become like Kazar? But I'm not against reading WW Hulk, by the way, guys. Yeah, Chuck. I print those myself, buddy. All right. Can we get back to some of these sweet drawings here? Because we have a hero to render, everyone. So a lot of the approach that we do is what you would call reflective lighting. And reflective lighting is, so like, for example, for like the bicep here, we're hitting, we're hitting the dark here, right? So we have a highlight here, or like a reflection, and then going into the bicep and through it, we're breaking it up to get another reflection here. So it's almost like three separate light sources. Everything that's touched on any of these streams is considered. And we're just going to try and get the penciling here to a certain point, I'll say. So we're going to erase. We're going to do some back and forth. I'm going to do commentary best I can, but look, we monitor all comments here. So if you throw in a question, always be patient, right? Just be patient that I may not be looking at my screen. Trying to figure out, because I love doing torn, tattered capes. I just think that's one of the most dynamic things you can do if you really want to show off a hero. And like almost like you can say like distress or pre-moment of victory. Yeah. Look, real quick, guys. Like, also, logo here. Let's say we have a circle, okay? And everyone's always like, you have to pick your light source. Fuck that. Never get concerned with the light source, okay? There's going to come a time where it matters. But when you're just trying to figure it out, all right? And cheers real quick. When you're just trying to figure it out, we can call this a face, a bicep, a quad, whatever it is. What you have to do is, like we have to make this look round. Basic approach, right? Make this look round. So what you do is, let's just throw in some curved lines right here. So these X's are going to be dark, okay? So let's just shade in the line right here. We're not picking a light source with this out there, okay? So, and we're moving quick, all right? So now, like, what do you do, okay? Because like you can kind of now say it's looking round, right? It's looking round. But let's say we wanted to break this up. So just the way how objects work with light, you have absolute dark. If you come from the school of thought of impressionist painters, there's no such thing as absolute dark. Okay, anyone classically trained in painting can tell you that. So, like, what do we do? Like, what do you do? Because we have to elaborate this. Well, let's add some gray. So gray right here. Break up the line. And then here, let's just do some cross hatching to contour the sphere. And now we have something. And let's just say like this is a part of a arm, okay? Like right here, right? We have the forearm, elbows right here, okay? Well, let's just kind of, we can have some fun and we can add like a shadow underneath the bicep, okay? And then we come into this shape here on the forearm and we do the same thing. Look, we add the black, we break it up, we feather, we add the double light right here, and we break that up too. See? And guys, I'm paraphrasing here, right? These muscles are just maybe tucked in underneath this big guy, this big muscle that's on the forearm. So let's tuck them in, bold line to thin line, and break that up. And here, let's just kind of feather that. You see, like it's, but you have to draw enough to where you can improv and make it up right there. And when you do this enough, okay, when you see it in real life or you see another artist do it, you pick it up and you dissect it so much faster. That's your art lesson for today, gang. So already today, we got some penciling done. We designed the logo. We did an art lesson. I missed one from Troll, guys. Yeah, I just bought some cheap Ditko Spider-Man. Nice. Yeah, Ditko, like, here's the funny thing is Ditko's like a little bit of a dark spot for me. I have to do a deep dive on Ditko, like, soon. Today's Kirby's birthday, right? So, guys, I was going to drop this Kirby bomb, like probably a video a lot of people would not want to watch it if you're really like a Kirby diehard. But expect that tomorrow. We're going to do some Jack Kirby real talk. We'll say, and it's me being me, putting the opinions out there that I know you guys somewhat like. Yeah, you know, like 70s, 80s Hulk stuff, golden era, right? Um, like, do you know like the one Hulk artist, real quick, Chuck, that escapes nearly everyone when they build their lists? No one really talks about John Byrne, the John Byrne Hulk. Everyone goes Dale Keown, Herb Trimpe, and you know, maybe Liam Sharp and maybe Gary Frank, and then of course Jack Kirby. Yeah, Peter Davis Hulk is the Hulk. You know, anyone that's read, maybe you guys can kind of talk about, you know, like correct us. If you read enough Peter David Hulk and you know how he built the psychology into the Emerald Giant, right? Like the father abusing him, all of this stuff, right? I believe that was Hulk Flashback Zero, the Stan Lee themed month. The flashback issue, I'm pretty sure, explores that. And you watch the Ang Lee Hulk movie, that very first one. I don't understand how people don't label that movie as comic book accurate, because the psychology for Bruce Banner in Ang Lee's Hulk is dead on to everything that was happening in the comic at that point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And McFarlane. We forgot about McFarlane. Total excellence in the house. Cheers to total excellence. Total. Oh, yeah. You know what? I should update you guys on. I don't have it here, and I don't even have. Do I have a picture of it? I'll be dropping my colored Heroes Reborn cover soon, guys. Let me see if I took it. I don't. It's not next to me. I will show you guys the original. Jeez, this is the best I have of it. But it's Rob Liefeld's Heroes Reborn, but with Swordsman right here, and Hawkeye there, and Hellcat there. Yeah, with the helicarrier in the background. The colored version of this is dropping very soon. Um, Guys, this calendar year has been an absolute dedication to streamlining my coloring process. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Spider-Man. So right, like people just want McFarlane's Spider-Man. Like that's all that they want from that poor man. Like, they don't care about Spawn. I think people support Spawn, hoping that it keeps Todd like thinking about comics. To one day he'll just wake up and just say, "Hey guys, guess what? Like I'm back." But I gotta say, like I don't think I would even accept it because his style has morphed and changed, and since he went digital, I just don't like it. I just don't. I, like McFarlane's style is tactile, like pages. I don't see. I really don't see a value in his digital drawing, and it's sad because he like no one ever thought he would never come back. Like that's the crazy thing, right? Like I think we all just knew there would be a break, and then eventually he'll get back to even drawing Spawn, but he can't even do that. He can't even work on his own book like that. So we're doing some of the shading, like the undercarriage shading here for the cape. We're using some of that line work to kind of do a little bit of a splash effect here. And we do veins, we do things popping, guys. You know, like we draw these guys in absolute '90s style. I mean, I guess maybe you can say it's a hyper '90s style. Like it's more exaggerated. It's probably like a little bit heavier than what the '90s were. See, it's just stuff like that. So like the reason why you tether the cape is just to get it like just to it almost just looks like fire. It's like shooting up like from like his head, right? Like that's what you want to get into. Yeah, my first Hulk scared the shit out of me. That you know what it was, dude? That was a dark movie, and if you were a kid and you knew that dogs were friendly, like right, and then you watch that movie with him fighting the mutant pit bull and poodle, um, that was heavy, dude. Like he's breaking the jaws of of the dogs. That's heavy stuff, dude. But the those action figures, the 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 Ang Lee Hulk dog action figures. It might have been like a 3 pack, dude. That was tough to find back in the day. That was like a premier find. Yeah, Joe Dent, what's up, buddy? Yeah, dude. The comic book greats is there. You know, like because you really kind of see. Uh, I think some of the advice that they give in comic book greats is kind of like, oh, because sometimes it's like bad advice. And I've been flirting with a video, kind of that details some of it. The advice a lot from the image guys. A lot of the advice that you get isn't about draw, like isn't about the process. It's like, hey, this is how we do things because we're mega popular, and if we don't want to draw cars, we're going to lean towards our strengths and stuff like that. And I really feel like a generation of artists picked up on some of that, and they took it the wrong way. And yeah, but of course, though, like no correction, later from the image guys. Yeah, which is weird because you could do that with social media. Yeah, you can kind of say, "Hey guys, you guys see Rob and I create Overkill with Stain Lee, yeah, or watch Todd McFarlane create Lotus." Um, just want to say, like we want to hire people that hired or that followed our own advice from 1994. It's a different marketplace. There's a different run of expectations. It's just different people, and but here's a correction because it's social media, and we can do that relatively easy. That's kind of like that's what I fault a lot of the image guys for, because I do feel like story wise, the way how they retconned history, like their own history, and they try and kind of pump each other up a certain way. But but kind of because Liefeld seems to regularly go after McFarlane and Jim Lee now on Twitter, which is hilarious. But like Liefeld kind of wants his narrative to be pretty tight. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot that he has like a risk gauntlet on here, guys. Hold up here. Yeah, you know what though? Here. I don't know if this is going to work. And this is what just when it comes to House of AKA Pad, this is like pencil ready stuff here, or ink ready pencils, we'll call it. Like this is where we like to ink because there's just another level of spontaneity and discovery here that we're just going to take advantage of. Right, like you kind of build it up, but you keep it loose enough to like when you hit it with the crow quills, you can kind of like like finish it with some decent energy. And dude, people like we're drawing this art way. Like I almost like blacked out his eye here. And I'm making him have this like electricity bolt coming out of it. Like I'm almost making him like he's got like one eye like poked out. But again, too, like a lot of my approach is if I saw this for the first time, just like blind, if I just saw this character for the first time, uh, like what do I want to see to get me excited? And that's it. Like it's a simple question. It's also a question that a lot of publishers have a hard time answering. And I'm talking about the indie guys. Because what they'll do is they'll just do like a homage cover and think it's like call it a day. Pick out a homage cover and pay someone to just, I don't know, rip off a cover from 30 years ago. Like, I don't know. I think that practice is one of the most destructive things um, from any industry. Like, like people kind of like the same people that buy the homage covers are the same people that will complain about Hollywood just being filled with sequels and remakes. Like it's the same audience. Like you can't have it both ways. Like you embrace things that are original, or you don't. You know, you act like you do because it's probably like a dopamine drip. So you're like a fake advocate online. Like that's the real danger. Where we had yeah, well, Wells Pertacia, hold up here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've all watched the comic book greats. Yeah, does Wells Portacio have his own um comic book great? That might have been one of the ones I don't think I've seen that. I've seen one with Portacio and Jim Lee. Yeah. Thanks, bud. Yeah, exactly, Joe Dent. Exactly. Hey, Joe Dent. Hey, everyone. Yes, hello, everyone. Yeah, they are. Yeah, and like it really, I think the comic book greats are valuable because they really show you like just the difference, like how things were back then, dude. It was insane. Like people actually legit looked at comic books not just as like a true career, because they really weren't a career for anyone until the 90s. Like it was a small insular industry. Can I say that? And yeah, if you told your parents that you were going to go to art school and become a comic book artist, like they would heckle. You would be kicked out of your house, right? But the Image guys made it okay, and that's their big contribution more than anything. They made it okay to say I want to create comics. Yeah, the Punisher, dude. Yeah, I think his Joe Dan. I think his Punisher is his absolute best work. Absolute best work. Yeah. Do we know, was Welsh's work reprinted black and white with for Punisher Essential Editions? If we can confirm that, I might buy those tonight. Okay, Welsh does have his own. Explain what it would do the same. Well worth the watch. Yeah, the ones I haven't seen is I think there's a Gary Kurtzman, and there's a it's Gary Kurtzman, Wells Tacio. I've never seen the Bob Kane one, and then there's Sergio that draws Gru. I think we're like there, people. Like there's enough here for me to kind of draw through and decipher. So, like for example, too, like so part of the trick is you want to just fill your head up with as much as possible, and this black here, right? Like we're hitting black, but for the cape, like we're going to contour the cape again, guys, with the contour, but we're going to contour the cape with no cross hatching, just lines. I want to say that's from Jim Lee, Mr. Majestic's cape from Wildcats 50. You can try and look that up. if you just want to kind of get a little bit of uh, the true thought process, we'll call it. You know, and he's going to have lightning kind of like shooting around him. But I also want him to look like he's got to look destroyed. It's a bad day, but it's a you know it's a victory day. Like even with still images, you have to tell a story. You have to be aggressive about the story you're trying to tell. Some holes in this cape. Like I said, dude, we kind of want to see this, and you want to say like, I don't want to be that guy, but holy shit, like that's the reaction we want. All right, everyone. The I almost like have to. So this is where again, a little bit of insight into the process. Actually, I'm not liking the leg here. So I just call. Sometimes I catch things on screen, and I'm just like, geez, like, fix that, fix it now. Process wise, this is where you kind of want to separate yourself just a little bit before you ink it. And that's because you're going to think about it. It's going to stew. And then when it comes to the inks, you can kind of come in with a new set of eyes. And it's good to practice how to separate your mind from this, meaning brain dump, do something, you know, and then come back, fresh set of eyes, and take away some of the enthusiasm you have for it, just so you can look at it honestly. So, all right, people. I think we're good. Let's just catch up on the chitty chats. Wait. Yeah, Jim Lee was studying to be a doctor, 1,000%. Yeah, I gotta watch the Bob Kane one. Troll. I never seen anybody come off worse than him. It's so embarrassing. Is it really? Oh my god. Bob Kane is king, guys. Hey, dude, I'm all for Bill Finger did nothing. I really am. That dude has had decades to stand up for himself. Had decades. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah. This is guys. Keep in mind, we're trying to help real publishers, real creators out. Grok Comics, Distant Thunder. Bill Rupp is your guy. Follow him, find him. The link to this is in the description. It's also like right down here. You have to find ways to find these individuals and support them as much as possible, not just with your dollar. Like this is the amazing time in comics. The way you can fully support and engage with creators, guys, it's special. Okay, you guys do it with me. I try and return the favor favors as many ways as possible. Things are limited, right? We only have so much time in the day, but you guys really do. You do so much. I love you guys so much. We're going to keep going. Follow the social media feeds because I'm going to be dropping a lot of colored artwork very soon. And the colored artwork is going to go into trading cards, stickers, and posters. We're doing really big promos. All cylinders are firing for a lot of the work now, finally. So rock and roll, guys. I love you. Now I'm nervous to see it. Yeah. Oh, the Nick. Oh, thank you. AKA Padis King. A King, right, guys? Come on. Take it easy, everybody. All right, guys. Love you guys. Guys, I'm going to try and be back at midnight or 11 o'clock towards or midnight tonight. Okay. And maybe I should be inking this.